Hey, welcome to my Body and Moon Guided Movement. It is summer, almost fall. We've been working a lot this month on our goals and our dreams and about getting this year off to a good start. And as I think about this year, I think about what inspired me, because the story of the channel really starts in January last year, when I participated in my life coach's program class called Unstoppable, which is a movement class, and that's what inspired me to create the movement videos that I create around the cycle. And so I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about the inspiration and about the what it is I'm trying to do and trying to do with you guys here on the channel. So, in my Wildly Alive class, Unstoppable, that I took and that I'm taking again this year, because I want to, it's, brain work. Sorry. It's about I was walking faster just a minute ago, so I think I'm having a time catching my breath and organizing my thoughts. Moving. And I'm walking with my kids. So, that's fun. Okay, so the things like that I learned, that I took away from Unstoppable, was the idea of the power of 10, which is why all the videos on this channel up to this point are just 10 minutes long, and why I want the vast majority of my videos to be long. I do plan to branch out into longer workout videos, but I want the idea to really sink in, that 10 minutes, 5 minutes, any time that you can take today at work, as I was walking around and as I was lifting heavy things onto shelves, it was like, ooh, this is a nice arm workout. I am moving and working my body as I, walk through the store, maybe slightly dancing to the music that's playing over the radio, which of course we all know that music is just not normally fantastic, but it's silly and it's funny and it changes the mood in your body as you're doing the mundane things that you have to do at work, and it counts towards movement. And if that's all the movement you can get in during the day is the movement you do when you're at work, it counts. And that's been a big lesson I've learned up to this point. Another thing that I've really learned from Nicole Worth and Unstoppable was the deeper three. My deeper three are: I want to be a kick-ass grandma when I'm older. I want to be a grandma who can chase her grandkids, can go out and do water sports, can go out and go sledding and skiing and hiking and stuff, and enjoy that when I'm older and I've got gray hair. I want movement. For me, the deeper reason I choose to move is because girls, you need to move out of that person's driveway. Come this way, please. Hey girlies, let's cross the street here. I move for clarity in my brain. The exercise helps clear my brain out. It makes it easier for me to do those things that I want to do. And what was the other one? I can only think of two right now. And so anyway, those are some of the things that I learned that inspired me to want to create this channel, because and also in Unstoppable, the last piece that really inspired me was this idea of moving with your body, and moving, especially for us women with our cycles, So those are, in case you haven't picked up on it, I always say you're in whatever season when I start this channel, and that's because us as women have, of course, cycles, and I don't know all the proper medical names off the top of my head for the cycles, but your menstruation phase, the phase when you're bleeding, is called winter, and it lines up with the new moon. And the new moon has the same energy level. And then, of course, from there you go to spring. Not sure what that name of that phase is called. And then from there on to summer, which is the full moon. Lots of energy with that one. And I don't know the proper medical term for that one either. And then you have the fall phase and into winter again. And each of these, of course, last approximately 7 days. Not quite. Phase-wise. And then and they repeat, about every 28 days or so. So also something important with that in the phases is that if you're on birth control or have hormones or you're not bleeding anymore, you still go through these phases, and potentially that's where the moon really strongly comes in, is the moon strongly guides you if you're on hormones, like birth control that has hormones, or if you're not bleeding, then you can really go, oh, the moon is in its winter phase. Am I feeling like I'm in my winter phase? Or the moon is in its summer phase. Am I feeling really summery, or am I kind of not so much? And so you really tune into your body, but the moon is your guide if you don't have if you don't have the cycle. If you're not cycling regularly, then that's kind of what you do. And I loved that idea that we should move in accordance with that cycle, and that when we're bleeding, we don't need to be moving. We don't need to be exercising with massive amounts of movement. And that really stood out to me. And I didn't feel like there were a whole lot of fitness channels and things like that honored that aspect of being a woman and exercising and doing different types of movements based on where you are at. And so then I thought, I want to make a channel like that. That's something I wanted to do YouTube for a very long time. But I never really knew, what my niche was, what I wanted to talk about, because there's so many things that I love and I'm passionate about: health and movement and education and self-improvement. And so I'm focusing on movement and kind of self-improvement and health a little bit at the moment. And I hope that you guys have enjoyed the journey so far, and that you have a desire to continue to improve and to continue to learn more about these phases and how they apply and how you can leverage them to improve your health and leverage the power of 10 and use these tools. And I'm pretty excited because we're in summer and it's almost fall. I think tomorrow starts fall for us at the time this video will play, and you have the power within you to do anything you want. And we're on a journey, and this is a journey, and it's not going to be perfect, and my videos aren't perfect. But journeys aren't perfect. Journeys are one step at a time. Sometimes journeys are being pulled along by your baby to follow her. And
You can sit down on a bench.
in a minute.
What? I know that I'm not alone. That you are not.
Anyway, I hope you have a better understanding of what the channel is about now, and I will see you in fall.